special day for me because all of you, those who are going to talk about your experience today, are with me last. I was counting like this, almost 20 to 22 years. Someone 20, someone 21, someone 22. So this is a very big period of time of your life which you have spent it with me. And because, when we spend such a long time together, it is true that we could have understand each and everything of each other. We understand each other very nicely. That's what I feel. I don't know what about you. So what I plan, whatever in my mind, suddenly yesterday night, I got some idea and I shared with Isha. No doubt 3-4 days I was thinking about it, but I was not in conclusion. But suddenly yesterday midnight, I got an idea. And these names came in my mind. It was in my subconscious mind. And suddenly I find like it is related to all of you, all 5 of you, 2 of my daughters and 3 of my disciples. So I hope you will like these titles for you. So let me start with Shaili because she is the eldest. And she spent her 21 years of life with us. Although out of 21 years, 10 years she was out of our country, but not out of our heart. She was not disconnected. She was always with us. One or the other reason we used to share our things, sometimes by phone, mail, photographs, whatever. So this is the way we could connect each other. This is not necessary all the time physically we stand in front of each other. That's not at all necessary. But if someone is in your heart, that is actual connection. And that proved by Shaili. She was out for 10 years, but those 10 years she was always with us, not only with me, all the VKK dancers. I think all of you agree with this, right? Shaili Didi is there, always in everyone's heart. So I thought of Shaili is a Suhasini. Suhasini. Suhasini means always smiling, a beautiful smile. Why I have given this name to Shaili? I find she has gone through of so many challenges of life, but I have never seen her down like this. She was always smiling. Maybe next second she is fighting with something, very strong things. But while dancing or in the class or working with me, she is smiling all the time. Now also she is smiling. So that's why I thought of Suhasini for Shaili. Shaili, all of us wants to know what's your journey and how do you find this dance to as a support of your life. It's not physically, it's emotionally and mentally. And what dream you have out of it? What do you want from your youngsters? And what do you want to guide them? What should they adopt? Or how they should behave? Because I still remember, I think all of you were so young that time. Our Vaishali was not registered and we were not working as a professional. We were just working as many of you used to call me auntie also. So Shaili is the one who made me teacher actually. She is the one who first time touched my feet. So in a way, she is my first daughter. Before Shaili, nobody have touched my feet. Although I have taught in Mumbai, in Malaysia, in Korea, in Brunei, in so many places, but no one touched my feet before Shaili. She is the one who touched my feet first time. She is the one who motivated me to register my institute and we should work as a professional. Before that, I used to do every time this Guru Pranam with my pocket money, with my fees and all. She is the one who started No, we all should contribute, and then it's a strength. So Shelly has a lot of contribution for Vaishali and also for my personal life. So thank you so much, Shelly. Now your turn.
Pranam Guruji. Pranam Guruji. Actually, as you know, I started Odissi quite at a later age with you, before learning previous other styles of dances. But the passion you ignited in me uh, actually has traveled through Qatar, because when I was in Qatar, I did not stop dancing, though it was not very regular sessions, but I used to teach there, and we had actually made a mark of VKK over in Qatar. And since you also had come twice there, and the students over there had the privilege of learning under you. They also had workshop, they had classes, they also had been giving examinations through VKK. So, and yes, I used to miss my regular classes, I used to miss my performances, but then fortunately when I got a chance to come back, and you again pushed me, even though I had a lot of circumstances, family and everything, but still you had been keeping just pushing me all through, and I just sailed it through. I somehow, dance has just kept me going. The passion which was injected in me has just kept me going. So I'm still performing, and that's what I think. I'm blessed by you and God. So it just makes me happy, and just stress relief that I'm getting connected to the eternal God. Uh, Leaving everything, living out my all emotions, and just that's one emotion which is just connecting me to the God. So I just owe everything to you. And for the future generations, what I would want, what I think, that even though whatever circumstances they are put in, every individual has their own circumstances they have to face, but they should be focused. If the passion is of the dance is there within, I think they just have to focus and just keep on going, keep on doing it. So
very true, very true.
So that's what I think. Don't just stop. Just keep doing. Maybe what the chances will come, the opportunity will come, and then you can prove yourself. So yes.
So it's a wonderful experience you shared. I will ask something, but before that, let me introduce Bani is here, my younger sister. If she wants to ask anything to Shelly, any question, Bani, for Shelly?
Hello, Bani.
Mute hai. Bani, you are mute, yeah.
Hi, Shelly. I'm so happy to see you. That's why I'm showing my mom also. My mom saw your Mancha Pravesh, I think.
Yeah, she was here when she was here.
She was talking about it, that you were the first one Jyoti, started doing the Mancha Pravesh with, as graduating her students. So I'm really, really happy to see you still dancing. What do you suggest? I mean, how do you feel, what do you feel that you should be connected to VKK and not doing your own, or what makes you, still connected with VKK? I have many senior dancers, and some of them, very few of them are still with me. So that really makes me, feel very good that my family is growing. So what message do you think you want to give to the students who are senior, who are already graduated and doing their own?
I think, ma'am, it's the commitment. I think to your Guruji, to the person who has blessed you with all the lessons, all what you have learned. I think it's the commitment. So I mean, that's what has kept us connected over the time. That even what may, we, even if you're not, sometimes you're performing more, sometimes you're performing less, that doesn't matter. But I think the work must go on, and like that just say that the show must go on. So we keep doing choreographies or do something, or we just generally get together. I think it's the main thing which should be in the mind should be the commitment towards the guru and the institution, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what called as a Guru Shishya Parampara. You know, in Ganda Bandhan, we don't have this culture in Odisha. Ganda Bandhan is not in Odisha, but we believe on Guru Shishya Parampara, and that describes Ganda Bandhan only. You know, Ganda Bandhan is a ceremony when Guru gives a Ganda. Ganda is a promise to the Shishya that whatever I have, 100% I'll hand over to you. And Shishya also takes oath. Okay, whatever I have taken from my Guru, I'll transfer to society, to next generation, with the direct link to the generation after generation. That is called a Guru Shishya Parampara. So in Devaprasad Das Gharana, we have a very strong, no doubt, all the Gharanas, they believe on that and they maintain that. But I find, especially in Devaprasadji's Gharana, we all are very much committed and we are working on the same thing. Like Guruji passed away in 85. So it's almost 38 years, 38 or 34 years. So till now, you are the 5th generation of Devaprasad Das Gharana. And I'm so happy and I'm so confident now, this Gharana is in safe hands. Just because few, not all, but yes, few of my students, even Bani's students, they have taken it as a part of their life and they're carrying forward with this. So this is the best part. And one of those is Shelly, who is the engine, Rail Gadi ka engine. And after that, I have another big boggies with me. So same with Bani. And let me welcome my mom. My mom is here. माँ देखो ये सब बच्चे हैं, तुमने सबको देखा है बचपन में. शैली है, उसके बाद राहुल है, शिबानी, नीलू को तो तुम रोज देखती हो, ईशा है, और बाकी बच्चे अपने शक्लें छुपा के बैठे हैं, सब अपने को ब्लैंक कर लिए हैं, कैमरा बंद कर लिया है सबने. सो एनीवे ये बच्चे सब तुम्हारे सामने ही बड़े हुए हैं.
मुन्नू,
मैं तो मुन्नू हूँ, नहीं पहचान पा रही हूँ. अच्छा,
शैली,
ओके, शैली এখানে লাস্ট ফার্স্টে শৈলী বসে আছে.
এই যে শৈলী, এই যে রাহুল, এইটা ঈশা, শিবানী, নীলু, লিটল ওয়ান, and Siddharth. Siddharth, এই যে little one's name I don't know.
She is your student, this Suhani Mohapatra.
Oh, hi Suhana. Good to see you. Okay, carry on.
Acha, Shelly, I just want to ask you one thing. Later, all of you also ready with the questions for Shelly? You know, as you said, whatever challenges you have in your life, you just be sure, be focused what you want exactly, right? Do you think only saying this much is enough for this generation? Because I find like this generation is a little different generation, very different generation from you. They have total information. They are very smart. They are very active and they are also distracted. Their mind is distracted because of the situation surrounded. So I just want you to, if you can explain little bit of your experience, how to control your distractions and focus in one place, and what is the benefit out of it?
I think, Jyoti, yeah, this generation has a lot of distraction because they are able to avail a lot of things which perhaps at our age or our time was not there. I mean, I'm saying this 10 years back, this is a very advanced age, and they are prone to a lot of things which we were not. So I think maybe let's begin with 2 minutes or 3 minutes, just little bit of meditation, just closing the eyes and just giving that time to ourselves, and just getting disconnected with the other things, because we have TVs to watch, we have tabs, we have mobiles, everything. So everything is just getting so much complicated inside here. So maybe, because they are young children, so it'll be a little difficult. So maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes, just meditation, and then maybe they can go a little further and extend the time. But I think that is the best thing that will make them realize that what they actually want, or to maybe focus within. That's
so,
what I think.
All the youngest one, why you have switched off your cameras? I want to see your faces. What's the problem? So, did you understand what Shailidhi said? Do you know what is it about? So think within you and try to be less distracted. Distracted in sense, अभी मोबाइल देखना है, अभी कंप्यूटर भी देखना है, अभी बॉयफ्रेंड से भी बात करना है, अभी गिफ्ट भी डिसाइड करना है, अभी पार्टी भी जाना है, अभी ड्रेसअप भी होना है. Not at all. Right? Sometimes it is fine. But if it is always 24/7, then it will distract your mind and you won't be concentrate in not in studies. Dance to दूर की बात है, छोड़ दो. Right? So first thing you have to start, lots of control on your thought process, which is forcing you to work more with TV and all the gadgets, whatever you have. I even can't understand the names even. So you just take yourself little away from those things and concentrate on concrete work, creative work. And dance is one of them. Understood? Okay. Thank you, Shaili. It was so informative and wonderful. And now we are proceeding to your juniors, and you be attentive to ask them all the cross questionings. Okay. Now I will call Sudarshan. Who is Sudarshan here? And except Isha, who can guess? Sudarshan means what? Beautiful darshan, right? Just now I am having Sudarshan, so many beautiful faces on screen. So who is Sudarshan here? Guess. Rahul.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Rahul is Sudarshan. The moment we see him, always in class. Am I right, Shaili, Isha? Because he's rare, very rare entry of Rahul's we have. So whenever he comes, we feel like, oh, Rahul aa gaya. It's like, wow, aa gaya. Secondly, Sudarshan. Sudarshan means what? Sri Krishna, holding a Sudarshan chakra. The Sudarshan chakra, which always protect from enemies, to कौन? जो कृष्ण के भक्त हैं. Krishna holds Sudarshan chakra for their bhakt, their devotees, so that none of the asur can attack his devotee. If anybody even think of that Sudarshan chakra comes and destroyed that negative energy. So Rahul, since his childhood, he's working like that with us. I'm right? Am I right? I think Shaili and Isha must be have that experience when Rahul was just 7 years old, a young child, patla dubla, ekdam ting ting sing. Then also, wherever we go for performances, he used to carry our bags. Nahi, nahi, main utha lunga. And then when we were changing room, he used to stand like sipahi at the entrance. Abhi nahi ja sakte. Chale jao. Aap yahan kaise aa gaye? He was like And when he's front of us is like this, and the moment he's out of that green room, he's like Dada. So all these things were going on in my mind last night, and I was thinking, wow, that's beautiful. So he is our Sudarshan. In other words, Krishna. Many times we have already announced in stage our Krishna is there, but Sudarshan is the right word for you. Yes, Rahul. Share your experience and your words for your juniors.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I don't know कहाँ से start करना है मुझे. I'm like quite nervous. So what I know is one thing कि in all these years हमने बस आपसे लिया है, and आज भी मैं ले रहा हूँ आपसे. Look, again आपने मुझे एक नाम दे दिया. So I'm just getting from you.
तुम्हें मुझे एक नाम दे दे, उसमें क्या है?
I am not sure. नहीं, उसके पीछे भी आपका एक thought process है. आपने उसके बारे में सोचा, आपको लगा. तो मैं हम सब लोग, इनफैक्ट मेरी बात से सब लोग एग्री करेंगे. आई एम श्योर दीदी एंड शैली भी, ईशा भी, कि इतने सालों में हम हमसे बस ले रहे हैं, बहुत ले रहे हैं. और इतना 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 प्यार, इतनी चीजें. मैं हमेशा एक बात बोलता हूँ दैट द बेस्ट पार्ट इज दैट आई हैव बीन रेज्ड बाय टू मदर्स, माय ओन मॉम एंड ज्योति मैम. उन्होंने मुझे कभी स्टूडेंट की तरह नहीं ट्रीट किया, एक फैमिली की तरह ट्रीट किया. एंड दिस इज द बेस्ट पार्ट. डे वन से जब मैं डांस क्लास में इंटरेस्ट नहीं भी लेता था, व्हेन आई वाज यंग, एक्चुअली आई स्टार्टेड विद म्यूजिक क्लास. लेट मी टेल यू फर्स्ट. So I started with music class. I used to learn music, again from Jyoti ma'am, of course. So I just used to sit in my music class and watch other girls dancing. And I remember there was one Bengali boy in the class. So I should be really thankful to that boy. If he would not have left the music class and joined dance class, then perhaps my journey would not have been started. So that's how it's all started. That boy all of a sudden showed his interest in learning Odissi dance, and he was my friend. Next day I saw him dancing with other girls, struggling with Bhumi Pranam and Chauka. I found like, okay, fine, I think I should also give it a try. And that's how it's all started. And later what happened is that boy stopped dancing and I continued. So that's how things started. But later, this dance gradually becomes a part of my life. I remember I used to spend most of my time in dance class. After my school time, I used to spend most of my time in dance class. अभी आप लोग जो मैम को देख रहे हो वो सिर्फ 50% है मैम. शी इज जस्ट 50%. जो मैंने, दीदी ने, ईशा ने, वर्षा ने, हम लोगों ने जो टाइम स्पेंड किया है उनके साथ, वो प्राइसलेस है. वो आप, एंड वी आर ब्लेस्ड कि हमें आपको वो वाला टाइम और वो वाला साथ मिला है. और वो हम लोग को बहुत यूनिक बनाता है. वो ऐसी चीज है जो सिर्फ हमारी है. दैट्स आवर ट्रेजर. वो हम किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं कर सकते. So this is the best part. Dance, because I belong to a typical बनिया community, जहाँ पे दूर दूर तक डांस का डी नहीं पता है. The only thing we know कि how to make money. और हमें परिवार में यही सिखाया जाता है कि आपको कैसे बिजनेस रन करना है, आपको कैसे चीजें करनी है. एंड थैंक गॉड मैं उनमें से एक नहीं बन पाया. और मुझे बहुत प्राउड है इस चीज का, क्योंकि मैं ऐसे लोगों के बीच में पला बड़ा हूँ जो लोग इंसान होने का सही मतलब समझा सकते हैं, जो कि बहुत कम लोग हैं. मैंने अपनी कम एज में बहुत कुछ चीजें देखी हैं. और मैम ने जैसे बोला कि जब आप साथ रहते हो तो यू नो ईच अदर. मैं उस बात से एग्री करता हूँ एक सर्टेन लेवल तक कि हाँ, हम लोग कोशिश करते हैं एक दूसरे को समझने की. वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू कनेक्ट विद ईच अदर. वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड ईच अदर. आई एम नॉट श्योर वो 100% हो पाता है या नहीं, बट एक एफर्ट चलता रहता है, एक एफर्ट, कंटिन्यूस एफर्ट रहता है. और मेरा आज भी है. मुझे हमेशा अपने फादर के एक वर्ड याद आते हैं कि जब मैं छोटा था तो वो मुझे बहुत बोलते थे कि तुम्हारा समय है अभी सिर्फ बैठ के ऑब्जर्व करने का, अभी तुम्हें बोलने का हक नहीं है. तुम बस बैठो, सीखो, देखो क्या हो रहा है, और जब तुम्हारा राइट टाइम आए तो तुम उसके लिए काम करो. तो बहुत सारी गलतियां करी हैं, बहुत सारे काम करे हैं, बहुत सारा सीखा भी है. पर एक चीज हमेशा सीखी है कि एक गलती करने के बाद उसको रिपीट कर दिया अगर, तो फिर वो गलती नहीं. आज भी मैं मैम को जब देखता हूं तो उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखता हूं. शी हैज एक्चुअली हेल्प्ड मी इन मेनी थिंग्स, नॉट जस्ट इन डांस, इन रियल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ लाइफ. जो भी मैं सिचुएशन में होता हूं तो मेरा पहला थॉट प्रोसेस जाता है कि अगर मैम अभी यहाँ पे होती तो क्या सोचती. तो वो डेवलपमेंट मेरा, डांस तो सभी ने किया है, डांस के लिए मैं भी बहुत ज्यादा नहीं बोल सकता बिकॉज मैं बहुत छोटा हूँ बोलने के लिए, मेरे से सीनियर्स यहाँ पे हैं, सब लोग बोल सकते हैं। डांस तो एक अलग चीज है, आपको तैयार करना, आपको अंदर से तैयार करना, वो एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है। आपको फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज, फिजिकल चीजें, फिजिकल डांस तो कोई भी सेकंड इंसान सिखा देगा। आप जाइए, मेहनत कीजिए, आप दिन रात प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, दैट्स व्हाट यू आर डूइंग नाउडेज। मैं डांसर्स को देखता हूँ चीजें करते हुए, बहुत प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, मेरे ख्याल से इतनी प्रैक्टिस तो अभी हम करते भी नहीं है, दिन रात प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। बट दिस इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग रिक्वायर्ड टू बिकम एन आर्टिस्ट और अ डांसर। जो आपका एक अंदर का डेवलपमेंट है, आपको, आपका जो कोर डेवलपमेंट है, जो आपको ओवरऑल चेंज करता है, जो आपकी मेंटालिटी चेंज करता है, वो डेवलपमेंट होना बहुत जरूरी है। एंड आई एम थैंकफुल कि मेरे पास ऐसे गुरु हैं, ऐसे मेंटोर हैं, ऐसी माँ है जो मुझे हर सिचुएशन में हेल्प करती हैं, चाहे वो मेरी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ हो, चाहे वो मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ हो। तो मैं बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस लेके मैम के पास हमेशा जाता हूँ क्लास में, हर क्लास के अंदर बस बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं उनके लिए, और वो बड़ी पेशेंटली बैठ के कोशिश करती है मेरी सारी चीजों को सॉल्व करने की। So this is the best part. So thank you so much मैम, आपने मुझे बहुत कुछ दिया है। मेरी डांस जर्नी तो आपके सामने ही हुई है, तो मैं क्या उसके बारे में बोल सकता हूँ। पर आपने जो मुझे जिस तरीके से बड़ा किया है मुझे, और मैं आज जो कर रहा हूँ, मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील होता है उस चीज पे, एंड दैट्स द बेस्ट पार्ट। इफ आई एम
What do you
सेटिस्फाइड,
want to say about to your youngsters? What should they follow? उनको क्या सोचना है?
उनको आई थिंक उनको ये चीज सोचनी चाहिए कि उनको क्या करना है। एक्चुअली कमिटमेंट पहले खुद से करना है। आप खुद कितने कमिटेड हो, जैसे दीदी ने बोला, बिल्कुल ठीक बोला, कमिटमेंट इज समथिंग जो कि आपके अंदर होना चाहिए। अदर देन दैट इज, आपको पता है कि आपको क्या चीज सही लगती है। लुक, ज्योति मैम की मैं बात रिपीट करता हूँ यहाँ पे। मैम हमेशा एक बात बोलती है कि जो पेट भरता है वो दाल चावल से भरता है, आप चटनी खा के पेट नहीं भर सकते। एंड अभी क्या होता है, यंगस्टर्स का जो मुझे थोड़ा सा फील होता है, वो सब चीज का टेस्ट लेना चाहते हैं, उस टेस्ट के चलते कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, यू नो, कि क्या चाहिए। यू नो, बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होना भी कई बार बहुत एक गलत चीज में जाता है। और एंड व्हेन यू आर इनटू समथिंग कि ओके मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे ये भी करना है, ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे पास ऑप्शंस कम थे, हमारे टाइम पे भी बहुत ऑप्शंस थे। हम कोई ऐसे ऐसे जमाने से नहीं है जहाँ पे यू नो चीजें नहीं थी। पर बहुत ही राइट टाइम पे एक बात रियलाइज हो गई थी कि जिंदगी में क्या करना है और कैसे करना है। तो अगर आपको वो चीज समझ में आ जाए तो फिर तो और कुछ नहीं है, आपको बस कंफ्यूजन हटानी है अपनी लाइफ से, जस्ट गो क्लियर। एंड जो आपको ठीक लगे आप उसको फॉलो कीजिए। आई थिंक आप, यू डोंट ओ एन एक्सप्लेनेशन, यू डोंट ओ एनी रीजन, यू डोंट ओ एनी यू नो आंसर टू एनीवन। इफ यू लाइक समथिंग यू मस्ट डू इट, एंड यू मस्ट डू इट इन अ परफेक्ट वे। अगर आप उसमें मीडियोकर बन के रह गए तो फिर कोई फायदा नहीं है। अगर मैं डांस कर रहा हूँ आज, तो अगर मैं डांस में मीडियोकर बन के रह गया तो कोई सेंस नहीं बनता। इससे बेटर है मैं दुकान चलाऊं, वो ज्यादा अच्छा है। तो जो भी चीज करो उसको 100% करो। मैं डांस कर रहा हूँ, दैट इज द ओनली रीजन कि मैं अपनी सारी चीजों को उसी तरीके से मेंटेन करूँ। डांस इज माय सेंटर पॉइंट। तो मेरी लाइफ में जो भी होगा, वेदर इट्स माय फिजिकल अपीयरेंस, वेदर इट्स माय वर्क, वेदर इट्स यू नो माय करियर रिलेटेड डिसीजंस, तो वो सब डांस को माइंड में रखते हुए ही मैं करता हूँ। सो यू जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू वांट टू डू इन योर लाइफ। इफ यू गेट योर आंसर एट अ वेरी गुड एज, देन इट्स फाइन, यू गेट इनफ टाइम टू परस्यू योर करियर like I am doing in dance now. So that's the only thing you required. And of course, believe in yourself and believe in your guru. If you can believe in your guru, believe me, आने वाला सारा काम तुम्हारा आसान हो जाने वाला है। स्टार्टिंग का टाइम थोड़ा मुश्किल लगता है। मुझे आज बहुत सारे आंसर मिलते हैं जो मेरे को पहले नहीं मिलते थे।
Very good, Rahul. So any question by anyone? Shaili, any question? Bani, any question?
I'm just very happy to see, like, you know, I was doing this shloka, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva. One guru you find, you get one person that you can really, that who can create interest in you.
Right.
And that's it, your life is made. Your life, you know, you can follow that all the way. And I see Rahul, and I'm really, really, really happy to, you know, that's what it comes to my mind, that Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, that, I guess that's what that devotee who wrote this meant, that who shapes your life.
True.
Right? Who continues to give you challenges to carry on. Like, it's not easy to, you know, pursue any any skill, any art form, um, uh, any line you want to take, or any it is not easy. There are so many obstacles comes to, in your way. But if the guru has that kind of light or understanding, she or he can really make your way
Makes you
easy.
right, ma'am. True, ma'am. Just ma'am ne bola that even when I was 7-year-old, I was, you know, completely filled with that much confidence, and that is again because of ma'am, because she was the first person who actually showed that confidence in me. She actually showed that, that yes, okay, Rahul can do it. Otherwise, I was just, I remember she's absolutely right. I remember we used to travel a lot. There was a time when I've seen ma'am, performing every second day in Delhi or somewhere in, some other state, or traveling abroad. So I have seen ma'am like this, always hot shot, traveling here and there, lots of work, taking classes, taking care of kids, taking care of us. So at that time also, ma'am was having that confidence in me that, okay, if Rahul is there in the class, he can do it. I don't know how come she was that much confident, but seriously. So from there only I got that energy. And I always believe in one thing, that dance has this energy to create. Dance has this energy to transform ordinary into extraordinary. I'm just an ordinary boy, and that feeling of being extraordinary, that is just because of the dance. When I'm on stage, I feel extraordinary. That's true, and that's the reason I always want to be on stage. And that confidence who has given me is Jyoti ma'am. That yes, Rahul, the dance, if you think like that, because it's really important, everyone is different. So she understands that, okay, Rahul is a different mindset, Didi is a different mindset, Shelly, Isha is different. So uh, the way she teaches, the way she share examples, the way she share live examples, उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. एंड दैट इज द रीजन वो हम लोग स्टार्टिंग से अब तक उनकी सारी चीजों को देखते हुए, और मैं अपनी लाइफ में उनका बोला हुआ एक भी शब्द नहीं भूल सकता. एंड आप मुझसे कभी भी बैठ के पूछ सकते हैं.
डांट भी नहीं बोलेगा
कभी नहीं. वो भी काम किया.
ओके, थैंक यू राहुल, इट वाज वंडरफुल. एंड आई होप कि आपने जो जो शब्द बोले हर बच्चे को समझ में आया है, और वो अकॉर्डिंगली उनके अपने करेक्टरिस्टिक्स के हिसाब से उसको कन्वर्ट करेंगे और इसका बेनिफिट लेंगे. नाउ our next speaker is Shibani Ray. Shibani is although my daughter, my sister's daughter, is my daughter, and she is a wonderful dancer. She is a scholar, and the best part of Shibani's life is her decisions are always accurate, always very confident. That's why I thought of Shibani is Sucharini. Sucharini means su acharan karne wali. Acharan means a work or a activity or a movement. तो जो भी कुछ करती है शिबानी, thousands time उसको thought देती है, और उसके बाद she always move on. So that's why I feel, Shibani, you are a Sucharini. I hope I am right. So share your experience with all of them and tell about your journey, because your journey is very different from Shelly, Rahul and Isha's journey, because you are in very different atmosphere, very different country, and then learning from mother is again different experience, and then directly from Guru Durga Charan Ranbir. So it must be a good amount of balance you need to work on. So let's share with that.
Okay, thank you, Mashi. Hopefully I can embody the Sucharini.
Yes.
You're confident I have. I'm not so sure, but I appreciate that. My journey, so I was blessed that I had a Mashi and a mummy that already danced, that had this talent and this creativity in my home that I could see every day.
But don't you think it is also a headache all the time on your head?
Yeah, I would say there was a lot of pressure being a girl there was an assumption that I would dance. And you'll meet my younger sister. She is a amazing natural dancer, and that was always intimidating. So, there's good and bad to all of it. But I think my journey probably started when I came to India when I was 14 or 15, and I met Isha, Varsha, Rahul, and that community of dancers under Mashi. And it was maybe the first time in my life that I understood the value of what I had at home, the resource that I have that other people don't have. And it was Mummy that made my that drove my interest and drove my understanding about dance. But it was Mashi that really energized that for me for the first time in my life. And later than other students, right? I was maybe 15 when I first started to really take it seriously. And I remember, in fact, kind of a moment that it became very real for me, that I need to commit to this and use it, because I've been blessed to have it in my house. We were in India. I was in India visiting. And I was there for maybe a month, and I was dancing with all of you. But Mashi took me to another guru's home where they were holding exams, and Mashi was serving as sort of a guest judge for these dancers. And a young girl came in, and she was by far the best dancer that day. And afterwards, Mashi told me that that she was sort of poorer in the community, and she wasn't able to pay for the classes. So, but she was so devout about her dance that she paid by she would do housekeeping around the house, and she would clean so that she could provide that would be her payment, and her ability to learn dance from her guru. And that kind of struck me that I have such a valuable resource at home, and I don't use it the way this girl is fighting to learn it. And that for me was a big moment, and maybe the start of my journey. But since then, I think I can echo what Shaylee and Rahul already said. It was, it's not one linear path, right? Life sends you all sorts of challenges and puts you on all sorts of different directions. But to maintain your passion in anything, but certainly in dance, you have to recommit every so often. You have to rethink and recommit that this matters to me. This is something that's important to me. And this is something I truly love. So, we think it might be easy that if you love something, that it would be very natural that you put all your time in it. But in fact, we all have many commitments. We have family commitments, we have friends, and we have careers, and we have, errands to run, and there's political things going on that you might be involved
and
in.
now Corona.
Yeah, and now Corona. So there are so many obstacles and so many, there's many aspects to everyone's life. None of us are just in one mindset all the time. So having to recommit and ask yourself, this is something you want, then you need to put in the time and the work and the thought to continue it. That's been a driving force in my journey with dance, and it's been incredible to watch this community of dancers. I think that's something I was really looking for at the time, at that age, that not just the love for the dance itself, but the love for the community that comes with the dance. All of these people that are kind of thinking about the same things and being faced with some of the same challenges. I was looking for that, and I found that in dance. And that's something that's been another driving force for me. And lastly, I would say my journey was also driven a little bit by, dance and any sort of fine arts form, so painting or singing or instruments. And certainly for me, dance has been something that is it teaches your brain to work in a different way, right? It's different than if you're doing what you're doing in school, the subjects you're learning in school, or maybe the career you chose. It forces you to think a little bit differently, and it forces you to just work that muscle a little bit differently. Your brain muscles are they shift in a certain way when you're thinking about elements of dance and how to move your body and how to understand the rhythm and how to understand the mood and embody the mood of that music and of the message of that dance. So that's been something that keeps me coming back, that I love that aspect of my life, that I can exercise my brain in a way that many other people don't know how to. And it teaches me a confidence. I struggled with my self-confidence for most of my life, and I will continue to always have to work on that. And this is how I do it. It makes me freer in my body. I can move my body in ways that let my kind of energy expound. So I think that's been another aspect of my journey that really keeps me coming back to my dance. And in terms of what I would say to younger students, the thing that Rahul talked about committing to something that you're passionate about, again, it's not going to get easier once you commit. That's a focus and a direction you get, and that's fantastic, but you're going to have to keep coming back to that as you get older. You only face more sort of challenges and more demands on your life. You might have children of your own, or you might have other people in your life that you need to help take care of, or you might have demands in your career, or any sort of other demand will take that focus away from you. So you're going to need to refocus and recommit to yourself and your passions. And but that's also a really rewarding thing. So I really encourage all of the younger students to enjoy the time that you have now and dance as much as you can, and then continue and recommit to yourself that you will keep something that is such a brilliant life force in your life, so that you can excel in so many other parts of your life if you keep coming back to your dance and your commitment to your dance. So that's all I'll say.
Wonderful, Shivani. Can you say a few words about the 3NAN, because you and Nilu, both of you have worked a lot for 3NAN Productions, and the 3NAN is a name in USA. So say a few words for 3NAN.
Sure. 3NAN Collective was a group that my mummy, Bonnie Ray, put together with her senior students when I was growing up, and it was a pillar in my life, and something to always look up to see, after you learn the basics of dance, how many different ways you can create. Something that was so inspiring to me about 3NAN Collective is that her mummy and her students, they innovated, right? They took what they knew and they pushed it forward, and they pushed that creativity forward to reimagine different concepts and make them relevant to people today, especially in this is true of anywhere, including India, especially as we've become more technologically focused, and there are phones, and there's music, and there's entertainment, and there's so many kind of distracting forces because there's so much more available to us now than maybe in past generations. So as dancers and as artists, you have to keep figuring out, how do you make yourself remain relevant to your audience and to the world, and show the world that this is an art form that's worth keeping around, and creates value in your life. So I think that's definitely been something that 3NAN Collective is always focused on, how to make sure that we show our audience in our world, especially in an overseas community where they don't even have a background for Indian dance. They don't know the, they don't know the cultural significance. They don't know the history. So how do we show them that this is just as relevant to you and just as, it can be just as beautiful to you as any other American art form that they are more familiar with? And that's something that's, they've reimagined so many different concepts to make it traditional and authentic, but also relevant to modern day. So being part of that family, that production family, if you will, going to the shows, helping set up in the back and doing the brochures and making the announcements and helping with makeup and just watching the entirety of what it takes to make a production, right? It's not just going on a stage and dancing. There's so much more involved, and
with all the challenges,
yes, so many
because
challenges.
it's not so easy in USA, just the things which is we are having here in India. Few things it's very easy in India, but in USA it's very difficult. It's a different culture, different people. They don't understand our values. So with all those challenges, the Strinian works so beautifully. I think if I'm not wrong, we know it's last 20-25 years of Strinian. So it's a wonderful thing, and out of those, these two stars came out with us, Shibani and Shefali. Thank you, Shibani. Any question? Anybody wants to ask from Shibani? कुछ पूछना है किसी को शिबानी से? नहीं?
I think I just want to ask Shivani. Shivani, you're looking very beautiful. I just wanted to ask you that, like I share the same view that, there are a lot of driving forces which take you away from dance. So do you really make an effort to come back, and focus, or is it just, is the dance pulls you back? Or is it both ways?
I think it's both ways, exactly. Like I said, whenever I get away from it for a little while, there's kind of a creative muscle that goes stale, and you feel it. You feel like you're not moving. You're not expanding your brain in that way anymore, and that keeps you coming back. But I'll also say that something that keeps me coming back is knowing that. Knowing that I have a commitment to this, that I have a passion for this thing, that I keep coming back to that feeling of when I was 15 and what I found, that truly for me was it's a little dramatic to say reborn, but it was a little bit like that. It was being at that age, as we all know, it can be a little bit of a tumultuous time. You're trying to figure out what you want, who you are, and what you want to do with your time, and you're kind of trying to inch towards, you want more freedom and you want to get out in the world, and that can be a little chaotic. So finding something that grounds you like this, I saw that, oh wow, I have this community available to me that so many other people don't have, and I want that. I want to be a part of that. I want to be just as good as Isha, Varsha, and Rahul, and and that feeling, I come back to that. So even right now with this COVID atmosphere, I've moved around a lot, so it's been hard to keep committed, right? You don't always have the space available to you. I have lived in tiny rooms and tiny apartments, and now I live in a house, but I don't have a lot of room here either. So, and I live above some other people, so even the dances include stamping, so you can't always do that in your house because it will bother people who live under you. So trying to navigate those challenges, and sometimes because it's not so easy, you kind of let yourself go, and you fall away from that commitment for a while until you have to actively say, is this important to you? If it is, then you need to figure out ways to come back to it. And thankfully, Mummy, my teacher, my regular teacher, she had to go online with her classes during this COVID environment. And because she was able to do that, it occurred to us, now that you are online, it doesn't matter that I live in a different state, I can dance too. And so now actually we dance almost every day after work when she comes home, and after I'm done with my work. We spend not a lot of time, maybe half an hour, but almost every day we try to get in some dance, and Mummy says that it energizes her and keeps her committed. So yeah, it's been something that I've both had to commit to, but also there's a pull, right? There's a pull from your brain and your heart that this is something that's part of me and I want to keep going.
Wonderful, Shivani. It's a wonderful experience you share. And as I said, she is a Sucharini. I think everybody agree with me.
I agree with that. Yeah.
She is. For everything, she has a very smooth and right and proper way out to move on. So lovely, Sucharini. And now the big support of VKK. Guess who? There is
Isha,
only
of
one
course.
name, Isha. Yes.
Isha Ma, you can do it.
Nisha Ma. But now, no, today she is no more Isha Ma. She is Subhashini. Subhashini means all sweet spoken. It's my own experience last 22 years. None of the day, none of the situation, sometimes in a very bad situation also, Isha is talking with full love and sweetness. It's like Rasagulla. Isha talks like Rasgulla. So that's why, Isha, you are Subhashini. And I hope and now onwards also you will be Subhashini only. We cannot take your words if you say. None of us can take. If Isha agar naraz ho jaye, so none of us can take. Is it so? Everyone agreed with me?
Absolutely, absolutely. She's the backbone of VKK.
Yes, we always depend on Isha, and the Isha words is a final word. So Isha, yes, come on with your experience.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for these words. For my dance journey, I started learning dance at the age of 4. So it's been so many years. One important thing is my journey was like very joyful. One main point is that I shared it with my elder sister. Second thing, apart from all the performances and the beautiful experiences that I had in my journey, one most important thing I learned in my journey is that as an artist, it is very important to be empathetic, to care, and to enjoy your journey, to be joyful of what you are learning and what you have with you. So as a senior for the VKK dancers, I would like to emphasize that it is very important to enjoy your journey, because you will be able to go a long path only if you're enjoying your journey. So be joyful, because it is the joy that we share on the stage. It is the joy. So that's all.
So what do you want to say about like so many years you spend it with all of us? 22 years is not a short time of life. It's about a whole life. Like you were a 4 years little girl and now 26 years. So what are the things which you find like it shouldn't be in your way? And what are the things are there which is in your way? During teaching or performance or touring or any other time?
What I felt in all these years is that we have to push ourselves, because no one else is gonna do this for us. It is us who have to make efforts, who have to do the hard work, because uh, we have different situations. Everyone have different situation. It might be some personal, financial, or their schools or colleges, anything. And it's like you can't control what other think or have the opinion. So it is very important to continue your journey with the love and passion that you have for dance.
Wonderful, Isha. Wonderful. Any question anybody wants to ask? Shibani, anything you want to ask?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Isha, so as another, I'm, me and my sister grew up very close in age, and we both dance. And I think there's always maybe you're both inspired by your sister, but there's also a rivalry. And, maybe you want to be better, or you think she has something that you don't, or you have something she doesn't. How was your experience growing up with your sister and learning from each other, but also challenging each other in dance?
Actually, we both started learning together, but yes, because of the age difference, I was like too small when I started the journey. So yes, I used to look up to her as an inspiration because we used to perform together. There were moments when she used to perform and I used to be the audience because naturally she used to perform better when we were kids. And so I look up to her as an inspiration. And how because yes but because we shared the same passion and love for our dance, so it was more joyful. Even we used to discuss dance in dance class, and whenever we were together, so it was really joyful and wonderful journey with her.
No doubt, Varsha, still she is a very beautiful dancer, very different dancer. So, and for me, Isha and Varsha both are very different. Nature, performance, work, thought process, everything is very different. And out of that, Varsha is wonderful dancer. Like if we compare Varsha and Isha, Varsha is always very energetic and very neat dancer. So that's why maybe Isha never have any competition with Varsha. She's always like, okay, you are a Didi and I'm a younger sister. And she's always happy. That's why I told you, she is a Subhashini. In any situation, I saw Varsha to scold her, but I've never seen Isha is shouting back to Varsha. It's like, okay, Varsha दीदी ने बोल दिया. दो आंसू बहा के चुपचाप एक तरफ चली जाएगी, बोलेगी नहीं. Even if I also scolded her, she never said anything. Just चुपचाप रो करके एक तरफ चली. Shanti. And the next moment, if I'm talking, she's talking in the same mode. The mode is also not changed. So that is a specialty of Isha, which I have not seen in anyone else. It's so different. So thank you, Isha. It was so short and so beautiful sharing. I hope all youngsters have understood what Didi said. Youngsters, would you like to ask anything? Shiksha is here. Shiksha is also a very pretty dancer. Shiksha, कुछ पूछेगी ईशा दीदी से? नहीं पूछना, सब समझ में आ गया? Very good. Now the last and the youngest. Isha, Neelu is younger than you?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm okay. Huh? So youngest, she is Sunayani. Sunayani means beautiful eye, not only eye, beautiful side, and beautiful, always she looks upon beauty. Beautiful purse, beautiful sari, beautiful costume, beautiful shoe, beautiful everything. Her eyes goes always in something beautiful. And also, the moment she wakes up, the first thing she does is eye makeup. See, now also, with beautiful eye makeup, she's here. Sunayani. Yes, Neelu.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm very flattered. I have my makeup on from last night, so I forgot to wash it off.
That's great. That's great.
So don't follow that example. Always do your skincare routine, guys, before you go to bed. So you're asking me about my experience, right? Okay. So I'm the youngest one. I'm the baby of the family. And I feel like dance has always, it's just a memory. It's like a comfort zone almost. When I come home every day from work or whatever I'm doing and I hear the same songs that I've been hearing from childhood, like especially my favorite dances was like Sakhi Hai and I think it's called Rasahari. And Mummy, am I right about that? Did I say that right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, right.
Okay. Those are my favorite songs. And it's like, sometimes I'm singing them in the shower when Mummy's dancing downstairs because that music is so loud. You can hear it all throughout the house. But what I'm trying to say is that it was always kind of like a comfort zone and a soft spot for me growing up because it's like coming home. Every time I hear I always like loved Odissi music. I thought, not only is it a beautiful dance form, but I think the music itself is so captivating and so comforting that it has an effect on you emotionally and even spiritually. I think it really affects you. So it's always been like a very soft spot in my life. And there's been, especially me, and I know a lot of you senior dancers like Isha, Shaylee, Rahul, and my sister, like you guys are like wise souls. Like I feel like you guys have, gone through the challenges and found your solutions and gotten to a point in your life where you can give advice to this younger generation. I feel like I'm still in that process of finding myself. And I think it's important to be okay with the fact that, even though the right answer is like, you need to, streamline all of your distractions, filter out the negative, and really find the commitment in you to focus on your passions and your talents. I know that is the right answer. And once everybody gets to that point, it's like the best feeling. It's irreplaceable, but I'm still in that journey of finding, like taking out all the negative distractions in my life and being able to really commit myself to, things that I'm good at. And thank you, Didi, for saying that I was a talented dancer. I do love dancing. I do struggle with, committing to it and finding the energy after like a hard day of work. And, maybe you had an argument with, your boyfriend or your friends and you're just in a bad mood, but I struggle sometimes to, just let that go and like completely, what's that word where you just
Lost your
completely
mood.
like drown, like you just like let go, you surrender to the dance and you just forget about everything else. And it's really important. And I think everybody should be okay with the fact that we're not perfect people, and it's okay to be a human at the end of the day and recognize that you do have flaws and you do have things that you can work on. And I think something like my piece of advice my sister always gave me is you don't have to make every like change that you need to make at one time. It's okay to take baby steps. And as long as you make even the smallest effort towards that change or that goal that you want, ultimately it's something to celebrate and it's something to be proud of. And it's something to like boost your ego, be proud of and just celebrate and be happy about. So I think for all the youngsters out there who might be struggling to focus and really devote themselves to something like a beautiful art form and really a greater discipline in life, because I know dance is more of like a lifestyle, not just, a hobby that you might do on the side. The piece of advice I would give to you guys is set little goals for yourself, every single day, like maybe like whatever your goal is, whether it's 15 minutes of dancing or 30 minutes of dancing, or today I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes just to like let all of those distractions go from my mind. I think it's really important to give yourself one goal after another and maybe increase those goals little by little, and hopefully ultimately that will help you reach the biggest goal that you have in life. So don't try to chase everything at once, maybe if it's too overwhelming for you, but give yourself baby steps. And one day you're going to get there sooner than you think. And I'm hoping I get there. But I don't think I'm absolutely there yet. So I'm working on that.
Very good, Nilu. I didn't know that you can say such a beautifully. Okay. Any questions by anyone? Isha, any question? Rahul? Shelly? Anyone wants to ask any question to Nilu? Shefali? I'm so sorry. I'm saying Nilu.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I
Suhani,
just want to
would you like?
congratulate her. I have seen her Radha Rani, and so far it's the best Radha Rani composition I have seen. She performed really good.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Nilu
Thank
is
you
a very
so
vibrant
much.
Right.
dancer,
True.
very
True.
vibrant dancer. It's just that she has to come and
And a
perform in
fantastic person. I
India.
just
Yeah.
love the way
Thank
she
you
is.
so much.
Yes, you
I'm
must
very
come in
flattered.
India and perform extensively so that people can watch you dancing. Your dance is very, very beautiful. Really, I am telling you, mostly I'm very critical with dance. Hardly I say ki acha hai. One or the other thing I find like, nee, this has to be like this and that. But in Nilu, I find like actually peace. Same happens with dance. When we are going to dance or we are thinking of dancing, maybe what to do, how to do, where to go, how to reach, so many questions are there. The moment you jump there, everything finishes and you are in that mood. And why that mood? Because when we start our work, especially dance, because we like it, certain kind of secretion is there in our body. When we laugh, that time also we have certain things coming out from our mind. I forgot about the right word of that secretion, but medical people they can they use that term. Because of that, many problems sorted out, mood sorted out, your diseases are sorted out. Same when we are dancing. First thing, we are detoxing our body. Second thing, we are warming up our body. And then, as Shibani said, your muscle speaks to you. If you're not dancing, your muscles are telling you, come on, do something. I'm getting bored. So when we dance, our muscle memories gets up, awaken, and they are working. So when your whole body is awakened, your breath is under control, your blood circulation is in a normal mode, certainly you will feel happy, out of stress, and in a different world. That world is called a spiritual world. Yeah, Bani, I think she want to say something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will forget. So I thought I should share
Yes,
that
sure.
to the youngsters, especially Nilu was able to do that dance without practicing, because I think since she's 15, she learned that Kirwani Pallavi, and whenever Guruji came, months after months, he would just very patiently ask Nilu, come and dance Kirwani Pallavi. And she did months after months after months, years she has done that. So it is in her body, and Nilu's very positive. She's blessed with this kind of thinking that until she gets the step right, and gets the step right, not only right, but in that speed that the music asks you to do, she would keep repeating until she gets it done right.
That's a good habit. It's a very good
Very,
habit.
very nice, very blessed she's with that. So yeah, she does not stop until she get it right.
Very
So
good.
yeah, so the practicing and working on it for years made her into her system that even if she doesn't practice, she can go Kirwani Pallavi even in the, even if it is a concrete, I mean, like a any situation she can dance that.
So I think Isha is thinking she's like me.
Who, me?
Yeah, Isha is must be thinking that Nilu is like me. Isha is same. If things are not clear, she will not live. She will practice herself and also with a whole group. She's not going to leave any girl even. सबको पकड़ पकड़ नहीं हुआ फिर से करो, नहीं हुआ फिर से करो. So when we did Ganga, that time I was totally lost. And it was quite a big group, right? How many were there? 8, 7, 8 or something like that. And everyone was very young. It's 6th standard, 7th standard girls. And it was Isha who made everyone so much perfect that on stage in Odisha, nobody can find out that, and nobody could understand that, oh, they are such a young girls are dancing, like class 6th and 7th are dancing with these big girls. So Neelu, this is a very good habit. You must pursue with this art form little more. You are doing already, but a little more. And I have a plan. Let me inform all of you. The purpose of this meeting is because I know this is a very bad situation going on with all of us, and it's keep going and going. I don't know when it's going to stop, but yes, just cross fingers, should stop as soon as possible. Maybe tomorrow morning it should be stopped. But whenever it stops, we'll definitely plan some performances, especially with 5 of you. And you all must practice as much as you can, so that we can plan something very strong. And if possible, now I have broken the wall. You all are together. Now you feel free to contact each other and discuss about it. What are the things you can do together and how can you do? Because, you know, whatever I can think, you all are 100% much more than that. It's not only a dance, na? I can think about only the choreography, Chauka, Tribangi, and that's it. My limitation is over. But you people are so much in digital world, and you know all the modern gadgets, how to use, what to do, how to do. So you must think about more and more about it so that you can make a production out of it. I can help you for music. I can help you for choreography or the structure of Odissi. But basic thing that is definitely you people are better than me who can think about it. You, just like I have done this Umeed during this period. Umeed is a mood of whatever I felt during this period, this lockdown. So 5 of you must think about it. What type of production you should do, which can affect all these youngsters, those who are more in a digital world than the real world. They are always in virtual world, and now see they are learning also virtually. They are learning, so it's not their fault also. It's a situation. So all of you must think about it and jointly plan a production which can be example for world, because none of you are together. Everybody is so far, and now it is a natural process. Naturally we are far. Shaily's house is just next to me, but we are watching each other on screen. So there's no difference on Shibani's distance. Shibani is in Washington and Shaily is just next to me, but the things are all same. So it shows that you all can sit together and decide what kind of production you want to do, which can be modern, based on tradition.
Especially after my father's death, that I should not, dance anymore, since I'm the only, I don't have any sibling. I'm the only person in my family who can have to look after my mother, and many other situations. So everyone was feeling that I may face some strong financial situations, in coming future. That time, in fact, I was in this trance that what exactly I have to do. I was nowhere. I was just thinking what I have to do, what I don't have to do. Like, then immediately I came up with an idea that, okay, fine. At the end of the day, you people are the only one who taught me how to, make money out of sand. So why not, let me take a chance and dance, and just let me do it my way. Let me take it as a career. Let me start with the thing from ground zero. That will satisfy me, as well as, of course, as other things are always there, like you have to take care of your family and other situations are there. Money is a big truth. You cannot deny that. And so I started thinking that way. And, again, in that position, I talked to ma'am. She showed me that what exactly you have to do, how you can take dance as a career, and taking dance or any art form as a career nowadays. I don't think it's a big problem. In fact, it's a very profitable, in terms of account, if I say it's a very profitable, field, if you do it in a good way. So the only thing is, first of all, you need to educate yourself. Like how, you need to have the complete information, right direction in your mind, like how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and what is the best way you can follow, and how creative you can turn yourself into. If you're creative enough, since nowadays there are a lot of pressure, every second person is creative enough and they are doing a lot of work, so you have to be creative every second day, every another day. And if with me especially, I'm a person who is deeply connected to the roots. So that is my best USP. I always believe in connecting to the roots. So that's always keep me growing in my field. So I think for those who want to take dance as a career, especially boys, they can do it. There is nothing like that. There is, like, I have seen many people saying that there is no earning in dance. There is no earning in this. No, that's not. You just need to be really sure. You just need to be really know the right path. That's the only thing you need to know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivali. Thanks.
Of course.
So, any other question? Suhani, would you like to ask anything?